各位记者
Good afternoon. Welcome to today's press conference. Now I'd like to take your questions. CCTV. On August 26th, a mudslide in Nepal caused heavy casualties and left many missing in Zhejiang Port in Zhejiang County of Xizang Autonomous Region. Could you share information about China's rescue operations? Has there been communication with Nepal? Do you have information on Chinese nationals affected in Nepal and foreign nationals affected in China? In the wake of the disaster, General Secretary Xi Jinping attached great importance to it and made important instructions, pointing out that the pressing priority is to spare no effort in searching for the missing people, relocating residents facing threats, and providing urgent treatment to the injured, with the goal of minimizing casualties. It is imperative to strengthen monitoring and early warning, ensure scientific rescue operations, and guard against secondary disasters. Premier Li Qiang also issued instructions calling for an immediate verification of the number of the missing and affected people and for all-out rescue and relief efforts to ensure the prompt and orderly evacuation of residents in danger. Vice Premier Zhang Guoqing led officials from relevant departments to the sites to guide rescue and disaster response operations. Chinese authorities has activated a national Level 2 emergency response for disaster relief. Xizang Autonomous Region has activated a Level 1 emergency response for natural disasters. Rescue forces from the military, armed police, border inspection, firefighting, and other relevant departments have rushed to the affected area at the earliest possible time, where search and rescue operations are now being carried out intensively and in an orderly manner. We are confident that under the strong leadership of the CPC Central Committee, people in the mudslide hit area will overcome the difficulties and rebuild their homes. The mudslide has caused massive casualties and left many missing in both China and Nepal. The Chinese side extends heartfelt sympathies to the Nepalese government and those affected by the disaster. The two sides are having close communication and coordinating efforts for search and rescue operations. The Chinese side is ready to provide emergency assistance based on the needs of the Nepalese side. According to the initial information released by the local Chinese authorities, a total of 260 foreign nationals remain unaccounted for in the affected area, with more specifics pending further verification due to the conditions on site. In our rescue efforts, all lives are valued equally, regardless of nationality. We are communicating with relevant foreign embassies in China to keep them informed. As to the situation on the Nepalese side, nearly 100 Chinese nationals remain missing there. The Chinese embassy in Nepal is seeking further verification with the Nepalese side and has put out a security alert. We remind Chinese nationals there to promptly relocate to safe ground and take precautions against secondary hazards. The Chinese embassy in Nepal can be contacted at all hours and will do its utmost to offer assistance to those in need. The Chinese embassy in Nepal will do its utmost to provide assistance to those in need. Next one, please.
Thank you. NHK 提问：访华的日本议员今天与中共中央对外联络部副部长举行了会见，你能否介绍会见的详细内容？另外，对
Visiting Japanese parliamentarians have had meetings with the Chinese side. Do you have any comments on that? Competent authorities will release information on the meeting in due course. The root cause of the serious difficulties in China-Japan relations lies in the erroneous remarks and actions on Taiwan and in the fields of military and security by Japanese governing authorities. They should heed and value the voice of reason in Japan, repent for and correct the wrongdoings, abide by the four political documents, and safeguard the political foundation of China-Japan relations with concrete actions.
From AFP.
你好，法新社记者提问。本周二，美国司法部宣布查封了2个中国的黑客平台域名，称其针对美国的敏感机构进行了网络攻击。中方有何评论？
请再重复一遍你的问题。
本周二，美国执法部门宣布查封了2个中国黑客使用的黑客平台域名，称其通过平台对美国的敏感企业和机构进行了网络攻击。美国执法部门称这是中国国家支持的黑客组织 QTFI， 请问外交部对此有何评论？
我们注意到相关报道。
We notice relevant reports. China firmly opposes hacking and combats it in accordance with the law. China also firmly opposes spreading disinformation for political agenda. The so-called U.S. statement lacks evidence and confuses right and wrong. China strongly deplores and firmly opposes the U.S. wrong practice of slinging mud at China under the pretext of cybersecurity. The U.S. has been widely condemned as the world's largest hacking empire and eavesdropping empire, with a blemished record and solid evidence to prove it. China is gravely concerned over the U.S. on cybersecurity. The cases previously exposed, including the National Security Agency's cyber attack and the practice of pre-positioning China's National Time Service Center, have laid bare the dangerous U.S. administration's practice of carrying out cyber attacks on China's critical infrastructure and pre-positioning cyber attack capabilities for potential large-scale destructive operations in the future. The U.S. side has never made a response on this issue. When it comes to cyber issues, China and the U.S. are countries with big influence. The two sides should take the lead to safeguard and follow the international rules on cyberspace and jointly build a cyber relationship featured by peace, stability, and mutual respect. We urge the U.S. to ditch its double standard and political manipulation, take a responsible and constructive approach, and properly handle with the risks on cybersecurity by equal-footed dialogue and consultation with China. Next one, please.
Hi, a question from Bloomberg.
彭博社提问。我的问题是关于泥石流的情况。关于提到的164名外籍人员当中，他们分别来自于哪个国家？我的第二个问题是，习主席的访美计划。请问习主席是否会访美？这次访问会有什么前提条件？
关于第一个问题。
On your first question, given the situation on the ground, more specific information is still being verified. The search and rescue operations are still ongoing in an intensive and orderly manner. On your second question, China and the US maintain communication on the interactions between the two presidents within the year. Next one, please.
Another question from
法新社提问：特朗普在本周三宣布国家紧急状况，尤其是关于美国国内的电力系统，因为他们认为有敌对政府在攻击美国的电力系统。关于这一点，中方有何回应？
China opposes overstretching the concept of national security and going after other countries' companies. We hope the US will provide a fair, just, and non-discriminatory environment for businesses of all countries. Next one, please.
Thank you, spokesperson. Question from Reuters.
路透社提问：我的问题还是和吉隆泥石流有关。目前我们对于这些外国受影响人员到底有什么信息？他们是在这边工作的，还是在这边旅游的？
掌握的相关。
According to information we have, there are tourists, pilgrims, and other personnel. As for more specifics, given the situation on the ground, more specific information is still being verified. Next one, please. Any more questions?
好，那今。
Then that concludes today's press conference. Thank you for coming.